What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to my Parks to Premier League here with billericay Town FC. We ended our our second season in League 1, our first since actually returning from getting relegated to League 2, and the end of our 10th season. So how did it actually finish? It finished with Wrexham lifting the League 1 title by quite a huge points difference, Crewe Alexander coming second, us coming third, and us going on to win the playoffs and get promoted into the Championship. So we're playing at a higher level next year. This is a massive, massive achievement for us. First time ever we'll be entering the Championship. Hopefully we can take a step up better than we did to League 1 because of our disappointing result getting relegated a few seasons back. So hopefully this time around we can do better in the Championship. But anyway, to League 1. In season summary, we were the overachievers of the league, finishing third. Of course, they probably would expect us to get relegated again. Our squad wasn't too strong at the start of the season, but the signings we made really did make that key contribution and that key difference for the side, and it helped us get promoted and helped us get that third place and end up winning the playoffs. Wrexham, of course, Crewe and all that stuff. Players coming down from the Premiership, we have Southampton, Derby and Hull, so we'll be looking forward to playing some Premier League teams there. Teams will be replacing will be Burnley, Leicester, and Leicester promoted. Sheffield Wednesday, Leeds, and the Hartlepool. So hopefully we can adapt very well and just pretty much become. I'm aiming for mid-table first season there. That way we can build upon it, try and get towards that playoffs, then try and get towards automatic promotion. If not, things like that. But that's for next season anyway. But for league table, we actually, like I said, we finished third. We got 78 points, and Crewe Alexander finished with 79. And right here is the last game of the season. So we lost 2-1 to Aldershot. Peter Passmore gave him the lead after 36 minutes. We then got equalised come the 66th minute before Ryan Andrews scored in the 76th minute. Now try and keep them minutes in mind. So 36th minute they took the lead, 66th minute we equalised, and then fourth. Crewe Alexander drew 1-1. So, with all other things out of mind, all the minutes out of mind, if we'd have won our last game of the season, we would have finished second. So, of course, that was going to be the aim going into the game. I knew if we would win and Crewe would slip up, we were going to go up. Because we were drawn on points, they had a bit of goal difference in us, and I was hoping that we could either outscore Aldershot by quite a bit, or just win and hope Crewe slipped up. So when I look at this Portsmouth game, and I had the latest results up on the side, and I saw Portsmouth for 1-0 up after 4 minutes. I was throwing everything at the attack. I knew a draw was good enough, but I wanted that win. I wanted that bit of security. And when they scored in the 36th minute, I thought, oh no, we're not gonna get promoted still. We really need this draw right now. When we equalised, I celebrated like mad. Then when they scored, I was like, oh no. And I looked at my latest results, 83rd minute, and Crewe had scored. I knew at that point we weren't going to go up, but I was still throwing everything at the Aldershot defence. At the end of the day, it wasn't enough still. But yeah, we won the playoffs. I'll show you my playoffs in a second, or when we go through the fixtures. But we ended up finishing with 24 wins, 6 draws, and 16 losses. Our losses really disappointing. Again, a bit of an all-or-nothing team. We were like that when we last in this division, a bit of all-or-nothing, not enough draws really, because a few extra points when we would have survived. But something we need to work on again. We just need to hold out for results, or stop throwing everything forward when drawing, trying to get that win. Just to accept the point is good enough. Anyway, goals scored. We scored a lot of goals, scoring 74, drawn third there with Crewe Alexander. So our goal scoring ability is still very good. It's always been very good in the past. But defensively, we kind of let ourselves down again. We see kind of just dropped into mid-table for goals conceded. So yet again, defensively need to be worked on. But not for the fault of the defence for not trying. I just think the fact that when we lost, we kind of conceded quite a few. Or when we win, we still concede a few goals. We just outscored them enough. So I'm not sure whether it's the tactic, whether it's just the players. I don't know. I need to sort of think about that and try and solidify us defensively. Pass positions. Look at that. As you see, we were constantly up there. First, second, second gone. And then we just dropped out. Come the last, was that 38 games? Isn't that 39 games? The last 7 games, we just dropped. And we were for them fighting second, third, and second. And we stayed third for consistently. And the fact is, we were so close to Crewe come the end. But end result, we get promoted. End result is the same thing. We got a day at Wembley. We got to lift a trophy. Crewe Alexander didn't get to do any of that, so I'd rather have that any day than finish in second. Unless if we'd have lost, then I would have been really, really pissed and really, really annoyed. Transfers. let's go into that. Transfers didn't really do much. Two signings come in. Thomas Friara, who ended up Farina, ended up going out on loan to Kettering because he wasn't really good enough using that trick I showed you. You do have to take risks on that. And Zebras, again, wasn't very great. I saw a couple of key stats on him, but I can sell him on for 10k anyway come the end of the season. Start next season, so I still see that as a bit of profit. Outs, like I say, nothing too great. That's the loan there and the loan there. Liam Palmer went out, was probably the biggest guy to leave. He'd been here for 4 seasons during our times in League 2, League 1, League 2 and League 1. So during our ups and our downs and again and our up. But I sold him in January. He just wasn't playing well, wasn't playing a lot either. So I thought, you know what, better get rid of him now. He's 30, his value could start declining. I got 20k for him. I know it says his value is 130k there, but no one was offering for him. I kept on lowering the asking price till eventually Swindon said yes. So I'm happy with the money I picked up for him. And you already know about Oye Lull. So obviously we didn't do a lot of transfers, but I didn't feel we needed a lot to improve upon. We were first, we were top, we were doing very well. But you could see from our past positions that something we let ourselves down. We weren't playing the way we could have. So last game you saw was the Swindon game, was the 3-0 against Kidderminster. As I say, Swindon game and Kidderminster game. Well, what am I on about? Anyway, so then we beat Sunderland 3-1. They were on a bad run of form. They were mid-table obscurity all season long. So to beat them 3-1, I'm very happy with. We then lost against top of the table Wrexham, and I knew at this point I think top of the table was probably going to be out of our reach because Wrexham were on a very good run of form as well. Roy Keane is actually their manager. I didn't really pay attention to that until a bit later on in the season. And then lost 2-0 to Gillingham, so 2 losses on a row weren't helping us, and that sort of dropped us out of first for a bit. Then won against Rochdale though, bouncing back, Will Bristol and Segovia getting us the 2 goals in a 2-1 victory, close victory. And then here's an example of the games where we concede a lot, but we managed to outscore the opposition, and which is enough to give us all 3 points. Segovia, Petrit with a penalty, and Logan scoring to make it 3-2. Then won 3-2 yet again, so the goal conceding playing its part once more, but outscoring again being the main benefit for us. As Will Bristol, Andrea Piera, and Messick scored a goal individually. We then lost 2-1 to Mansfield, with Will Bristol scoring a consolation goal in the 46th minute. Again, losing 2-0 to Torquay, so again, a bit of inconsistency, 2 losses to 3 wins, and our 3 games of out of winners, an own goal was only enough to get us a draw, so we haven't scored in 2 games. That was kind of shocking for me, and again we lost 3-0 to Colchester. And not scoring. I did say that our goal scoring attributes were very, very good, but this little run here definitely doesn't show as we lost 1-0 yet again to Bristol City. So really struggling around this stage, and this is what dropped us completely out of the title contention. As you see here, we actually lost to Crewe, which is a massive part that played. Looking at the end of looking back now, I can say that this run really did take a huge dent out of our title chances and probably cost us an automatic spot as well. But oh well. We then finally scored, first time in a long time, and earning points from it, as we drew 1-1 with Portsmouth at home. But that slight glimmer of hope didn't last very long, as we lost 3-2 to Doncaster, with Mick Mellor and Mark Van Brugel getting 2 goals in the 70th, 75th minute, but it wasn't enough to earn us any points there. But finally, at last, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, we beat Millwall 2-0 with Will Bristol and Levy Reed's own goal, giving us all 3 points. But again, inconsistency, as we lost 2-0 to Sheffield United away from home. But bounced back once more as Juan Pablo Segovia, getting us the only goal of the game, which was enough to see us beat Accrington Stanley. We then beat Chesterfield 3-0, Edison Logan, Ralph Petit and Will Bristol getting 3 goals, beating Chesterfield. Then we beat Mansfield, absolutely smashed them to pieces after losing 2-1 to them not too long ago due to the game being postponed quite a bit. We beat them in the away leg 3-0 with Will Bristol, Mick Mellor, Edison Logan and yet again an own goal, so quite a few own goals in this later stage, 3, which is kind of rare. To absolutely destroy them, and that really boost morale. I mean, 3 wins in a row after that long run, that was finally good to see. But then we lost to Aldershot 2-1, Will Bristol getting the consolation goal, beating Bristol City then in the playoffs. So that was the last game of the season, and we beat Bristol City in the playoffs the first leg. Completely forgot what the last game of the season was then, but anyway, beating Bristol City 2-1 in the first leg at home, because the home leg in the playoffs is always going to be the important leg, because you got the slight advantage there of the home crowd being there. You really need to take advantage of it, because the away leg it's always going to be tough because of their capacity stadiums and normally sellouts. And we did take advantage of Edison Logan, gave us the lead. A penalty missed then. I was really annoyed with. But then when Will Bristol got the goal just before half time, I thought, all right, yeah, was fine then. But a late goal from Bristol City gave them that slim bit of hope, and I was really annoyed with that, conceding late. Like I say, we're an all or nothing team, so I thought they could have a fight back here. Luckily, we held out until the final whistle, and then came the second leg away from home to Bristol City. And it says we lost here, but we lost in normal time, as David McAllister drew 2-2. Drew 2-2, sorry. David McAllister scored in the 22nd minute. I'm looking at that then. Giving them a 1-0 lead. This then forced us into extra time, despite Ralph Petrie missing a 90th minute penalty. I really thought that was going to be us through to the final. When he missed that, I thought, oh no, I'm probably going to lose this now. Then he got a penalty in the 119th minute, and I presume someone else on the field of play was going to take the penalty, because normally when the penalty taker's missed, someone else will come up and step up. But no, he stepped up again. I thought, oh no, oh no. When he finally buried it, I absolutely erupted. I was so happy just to see him score that. He got man of the match in the end, cause I think it's just for the fact that he scored an important goal. But we were really lucky there with the goal. Really fortunate to get 2 penalties and managed to score one of them. So then we went into the final against AFC Wimbledon, the team at the start of the season we beat to get us to the team at the start of the season we beat during their first ever home game at their new stadium. Where was it? There it is. We beat them 1-0 with Juan Pablo Segovia scoring. They got their revenge in the 2-0 away from home for them, so our home leg. And we've beat them at Wembley. We beat them 1-0 with Edison Logan scoring the 46th minute, proving enough to get us that spot in the Championship next season. I mean, they dominated the game on match stats, had a lot more shots than us. We had a slight bit more possession, but in the end, Edison Logan scoring the 46th minute and defensively holding up quite well gave us the win. And I mean, 51,000 people turning up to us at Wembley. It was a great moment. I think I don't know if it's the first time. I'm not sure if I don't think you play the playoff final. It's in the non-league. I know you do in the trying to see when we got promoted through the playoffs. I know you get promoted. I know you get a Wembley playoff final in the Blue Sky Bet Premier. I'm not sure in the Blue Sky Bet South though. So whenever we got promoted via the playoffs, we didn't get promoted that season. We got promoted this season through the playoffs. We played at a neutral ground. I played at Wembley in there. So what about when we got promoted from the Blue Sky Bet South? We played it away from home. See, so yeah, we don't actually. That was our second time at Wembley. So nice experience for us there. So let's go into some awards that were handed out. So I actually never got Player of the Month, a Manager of the Month at all, which was surprising considering my good spell and stuff like that. Goal of the season went to Billy Coyne of Bristol City. We didn't get any Goal of the Month. Manager of the Month, didn't get any of that. I mean, Roy Keane got it 3 times. Kevin Briggs got it twice. And I think that just says who Manager of the Year is going to be. It's going to be Roy Keane. Of course, he ran away with the league title. Absolutely tramped it on points in comparison to the rest. So he thoroughly deserved that, even though I don't really like him as a person. Why am I on lead? Trundles. Anyway, Abil Nabi, sorry, I'm going to say Abdi. Abil Nabi got Player of the Year. He absolutely ran away with the top goal scorer as well. He's got 32 goals in comparison to the 23 of Will Bristol and Cole Stockton of Rotherham. Team of the Year, we got one player in it. Mick Miller got in it. 49 games, played in every single possible game this season, Mick Miller. And yet again, he's proved to me that he definitely can step up to the next level. And it's going to be interesting to see how he steps up to the Championship, because according to reports, oh wait, no, his reports changed since last time. Apparently, he's a leading Championship player now. Weird how things change once you absolutely smash a division like he did. He couldn't match his equally best average rating in as he did in 2018 and 2019 season, but he played 49 games this season, so the fact he's always average rating to over 7.3, that's absolutely incredible. Anyway, so what else we do? Top goal scorer, you already know about that. Young Player of the Month, we only got it once. If I can click on it, we only got it once with Ralph Petriti, whatever his name is, getting it up for us in January. So that's pretty much it for what I can say. Let's have a look at the finances. We're still in a bit of debt. Hopefully next season in the Championship, because when do our sponsorship deals end? One ends next season and one's in the season after that. So hopefully we can get better sponsorship deals, which will bring in more money. Apart from that, I could just hope that being in the Championship brings in bigger crowds, which will help us finance bigger wage bill that we're going to have to pretty much surrender to, because everyone in the Championship is going to be a higher wage bill. Actually, there's something to look at. Team stats. Average attendance. Who's that? Where's average attendance? Not too bad. 5,000. That's not too bad at all. Average attendance by capacity. We're 11th, so it's not too bad. We feel about 65% of our stadium. And salary per annum. This is the big thing. We got the lowest salary per annum, and to finish third, get promoted through the playoffs. When we go into the Championship, we're gonna have wage budgets way bigger than this. Let's have a look. Actually, look at that. 30 million, and we're only on 1. So I think we're either going to have to pay more people higher wages, trying to attract people by offering them higher wages. Either way, our wage bill is going to be a lot bigger than what it currently is now. Which means our finances could get worse, really, before they get better. Anyway, let's look at our squad. And it's a nice fancy little view that I do. So highest appearance was Stuart Ferris and Mick Mellor. 55 games apiece, but it means a lot more seeing a centre-back do it, because goalkeepers don't really do much in terms of running around, things like that. Mick Mellor's got a run, tackle, he's got that chance of getting suspended and things like that. The fact that he never missed a game this season is incredible. Goal scorers, who was our top goal scorer? It was Mick Mellor of Edison Logan's, finishing with 21 goals just behind them. You see, no one else really scored a lot of goals, and the other strikers like Mark Van Breugel and Messick never really scored a lot of goals either. But then again, they were majority sub players. I mean, Mark Van Breugel did start 13 games, but that's not a lot when you look at the likes of Edison Logan and Will Brister. 10 goals per 90 minutes, you see there. So top assist was Jones Diallo, who you just saw there on the past screen. He's going to be joining Doncaster. I don't think he has the capability of stepping up. Why does this guy do it? He's not my assistant manager. Stepping up into the Championship. So off he goes after some great service to the club. Apart from that, Ralph Petit's got a lot of goals. And got quite a few assists. Will Brister set up a few goals as well, fair few. So it's not too bad. Clean sheets. Stuart Ferris kept the most clean sheets, and I don't think our other keeper made a game. No average, so disappointing for him, I guess. Player of the matches, most went to Will Brister, 6. And highest average rating, I always like to see this. Everyone over 7 is an... You know what? I'll even include Bussy. Everyone there is an absolutely incredible player, and just... look at that. So we have our centre back, centre mid, striker, centre mid / right centre mid, whatever you want to call him. Another striker, a winger, another centre mid, a right back. So our centre mids played very well. Our strikers played very well. So overall, our squad just did very good this season. You see, a lot of people have a fair few amount of games, fair few amount of starts, because I do like a rotation system at the squad, so I can keep fitness very fresh, keep the squad very fit, things like that. And who's our highest valued player? It's currently Mick Mellor at 3.2 million. And since let's just see how well he does next season. If anyone actually wants to come in for him, because 3.2 million would do a whole lot for this club, a whole lot. So yep, this is the end of the 10th season, and I think it's time that we go through and have a look at how the other leagues have done. So Premier League is currently held by Arsenal. So I think it's the first time actually they've won it since I started this save. Past winners. So when we started this save, Man U won it. So it's been Man U, City, Man U, City, Man U, before City dominated it for 4 years, and now Arsenal finally put an end to that, winning in 2022. So it's been a very dominant Manchester spell in this league, and I think for the first time actually in a long time as well, that Manchester United have finished. Oh wow, Norwich finishing third there. Sorry, I just hadn't noticed that. Norwich finishing third in 2018, so they got Champions League football. Manchester United was the first time since 2019 that they finished outside the top 3. Anyone else surprising through the past years in the Premier League? Anyone like qualifying for Europe that having? Oh wow, like I just did there with Norwich. I don't actually think so. Reading got 7th there. Reading, you see there. That's not too bad. That would have been a European spot if the winners of the League Cup, etc., aren't in Europe already. Fulham finished 6th. That's quite a good result for them. Is that equal on points? Yeah, they're equal on points with Chelsea, their rivals, so lucky for them. Finished 5th there as well, so they had a very good couple of seasons after the original one. Swansea, Newcastle finishing 5th. So yeah, not bad. A few couple of surprises there. But I think the big thing we want to see is the transfers. Who were the big transfers through the years? So don't know who this guy is. A Regen De Luca. what's that? 32.5 million. So if we find any big real name players. Wow, Gorkan Torre returns to Chelsea after leaving them as a youth player for 28 million. And not very good player of that, considering his record there. I think the rest are gonna be regens. Oh no, David Jum. I have no idea who this guy is. 28.5 million though, not a very good return either. And Alex Nessa, a regen, and what a regen of that. So that's probably someone. How did he do? It's probably someone worth 38.5 million. So yeah, that's what you want to see when you pay that much money, not 6.54 average rating. Adam Ilson joined City. Alex Grimaldo, is he a regen? No, he joined Barcelona. Wait, why is... Oh, he's at Barcelona now. He joined Arsenal. On to Al Shirari, joined Lyon, Olympique Lyonnais from City, so he must have signed for City at some point. See who else is pretty big. Oh, I've gone forward. What am I doing? Adriano, sorry, not Adriano. Jesse. I don't think anyone else really. Altidorf, 16 million. Wow, it's quite a big bit of money for him. There you go, El Shirari joined for 23 million. Turner, what a player. From Fulham to Chelsea, it's quite a weird move for a player. Directly after playing for one, I should say. I know Duff played for Chelsea, went to Fulham, but I was sort of quite a few years apart. Danny Welbeck joined Chelsea. John Joe Selvey joined Arsenal. Bertrand went to Newcastle, Tottenham, so he moved clearly. Coquelin moved to Paris Saint-Germain. Quite a few. Mario Balotelli went to Bayern Munich for less than 10 million. Scott Sinclair returned to Swansea. Wow. Gabby Bonlahor joined Stoke. Quite a few weird signings, really. Isco joined Liverpool. I know this guy is a beast. Oh, no, was a beast, really, I should say. I've seen his name a few times. Raheem Sterling joined City. Who's this guy? He joined Paris Saint-Germain on a big deal. Douglas Costa joined Chelsea from Man U. Wow, quite a few weird movements going around. Raphael joined Bayern Munich. Oxlade-Chamberlain joined Chelsea. Sturridge joined Juventus. It'd be interesting to see if any of these actual deals come out. Nani joined Inter, I just saw there. Dede joined Man U. Cavani joined Chelsea. Maher, whatever you want to call it, moved to City. Ben Arthur went to Paris Saint-Germain from Chelsea, so he already moved. Eric Torres went to Newcastle. So many weird names. But anyway, let's look at any people who have fallen from grace or risen from pretty obscurity. So Cardiff are doing quite well in the Premiership. Good on them. Nice to see two Welsh teams in the Premier League, so they have a good derby. Fulham are doing the Championship, not doing very well, struggling. I mean, look at all that money that I'd pointed out, all them big signings, so they clearly did nothing with that, and they didn't reinvest it properly. Villa, 16th in the table, that is very poor for them. Leeds are going to get relegated. Am I on the right year? Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Leicester Ipswich back in the Premier League. Past winners. Huddersfield have won it twice, so they got relegated, promoted, relegated. I mean, promoted, relegated, promoted, one about. Plymouth are up there in the Championship. That's really good for them. Really, really good. QPR are down there. West Brom, Swansea. Quite a few Premier League teams. Notts County are in the Championship. We'll be playing them next season. Irvine Out Division. Rotherham are up there. Accrington are in League One. Mansfield, Forest Green, Stockport. A lot of current non-league teams. All League 2 teams in League 1. As to Wimbledon doing very well. Nearly got promoted if it wasn't for me. I mean, Sunderland will be playing in League 2 next season. So they've definitely been a big fall from grace. Again, a lot of non-league teams in here. Southend returning to the non-league. FC Halifax doing very well. Anyway, who's in the non-league? Who is a Football League club in the non-league? So we see Bristol Rovers, in the non-league. Oldham, Tranmere, Port Vale, Preston are a massive one there. Anyone really down the divisions like North and South? A lot of people in administration. FC United of Manchester are there. Morecambe's quite a big team to be down there, and Luton as well. They've definitely had a bad 10 seasons. And yeah, I think that's it. Really, I'm going to have a look at England as well, just to wrap this up. How have the, well, not even just England alone, how have the major tournaments gone? So, a lot of friendlies, World Cup qualification. So we didn't actually qualify for the World Cup. We're in the playoffs currently, so we're yet to know our fate there. World Cup, I actually want to see last World Cup. So USA won the World Cup against Italy 4-1 in the final. I might point this out before, I don't remember. Semi-final was Mexico and USA, so they had a North American battle and a European battle with Denmark. It's quite surprising. Quarter-final, Denmark, Mexico, Italy. A couple of weird teams here. Democratic Republic of Congo. Romania. Yet no likes of England and any other. Germany there, yep. Holland. Holland are nowhere here. There's a couple of weird names in here. Really weird names. How did the group stage go? Iran, Colombia, Ghana, Qatar. Scotland got to the World Cup in 2018. Holland didn't even qualify from a group with France, Egypt and Costa Rica, only winning one game against Costa Rica. So yeah, it's just a pretty weird World Cup as a whole. England didn't qualify for this one either, did they? Or I just missed them. No, they didn't. So how did Euros do actually as well? Canadian Championship, Gold Coast, Caribbean Cup, yada 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 yada. Can't see it here. Oh, wrong thing. God damn it, wrong thing. Oh. European Championships. So the hosts are Spain and the winners have been Spain as well. They beat Serbia in the final. I just saw there. Serbia in 2020. Let's look at the semi-final. France, Ukraine, kind of teams that I maybe expect. Ukraine's still a bit of a surprise though. Holland, Portugal, Scotland got very well far in this quarterfinals, beating England. I think England have just had an absolutely torrid time, have they? Ireland got to the first knockout, got to the second round, but England didn't. Wow. Did England qualify for this? Please say they did. England did, but they finished bottom of their group, despite the fact 3 teams go through to the second round. Oh my god. They got beaten by goal difference. They've had only won one game. Wow. How did 2016 go? France beat Spain, stopping Spain's dominance. England got to the semi-final there. It's a bit more like it, England. Come on. Wales getting to the quarterfinals. Wow, and Scotland as well. So 3 British teams in the quarterfinals. And yeah, I think it's going to be it for now, guys. I don't really know what else to look at. I could look at some key players, but I don't want to look through. Go Ronaldo, Messi, things like that. They're obviously still dominant. We're going to look at the Champions League, actually. I haven't looked at. Keep clicking on the wrong thing when I mean to search. So Europe Champions Cup. Let's look at history, past winners. So since the game started, Valencia have won it. Wow, that's quite weird. Valencia, it's a surprise. Chelsea beat City in an all-English affair to win their second. Barcelona beat Man U. Then Man U got their revenge, beating Juventus. Lyon won it back-to-back. Wow. And Paris, so 3 French teams in a row. They must definitely have some really good players then. Inter Milan then beat Chelsea. Lyon beat City, winning it for the 3rd time in, was it 5 seasons? Wow. And then all-English affair in Russia, meaning Arsenal beat City. So City come runners-up twice in a row. Disappointing for them. But that's going to be it, guys. Going to be it for now. I know it's been really long. I kind of rabbled on a bit. Sort of been away from billericay, but big season of the Championship next season. Hopefully we can do well. Back-to-back promotions? I mean, who knows? So until then, peace out.